Good evening and welcome to tonight's high school prep football action here on Time Warner Cable Channel 52. Tonight we have the visiting South High Rebels versus the homecoming game for the West High Heffernan, who will be back with us next week. As far as this game is concerned, the South High Rebels come into this game with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, but they're coming off a very emotional loss last week to the Arvin High Bears, a game we did here last week on Time Warner Cable. For the West High Vikings, they've really got to be emotionally really charged up after last week's victory over Highland. They come in here with a record of 1 win, 3 losses, and the 1 tie against East Bakersfield. For the South High Rebels, the key players to look for are the quarterback, Joey Mayfield. He's a very difficult player to defend. He throws and runs very effectively. And if the West High defense keys in on him, they'll give the ball to Sakani Burrell, the fine tailback for South High. For the West High Vikings, they're led by their fine quarterback, Joe Maytubby, and he is one of the leading passers in the central section. And if the South High defense keys in on him, then they'll go ahead and give the ball to the superlative sophomore tailback, Bryson Sumlin, who has over 600 yards rushing this year and is one of the leading rushers in the central section. We think it's going to be a great game. We think it's an even matchup. We're happy you're with us tonight. Don't you go anywhere. You stay right there, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups and some additional statistics here on Time Warner Cable, CNNSI, Channel 52.
Over the last 60 years, our law firm has helped thousands of accident victims win millions of dollars. But our work goes beyond the money. It's really about people. 15 years ago, I represented the mother of a 4-week-old baby who was permanently brain damaged when her infant seat failed in an automobile accident. I testified before the legislature and fought for laws to protect children. Today, children are safer because of those laws.
When you need us, we'll be there.
Have you videotaped a special event that just has to be shared with your friends and relatives? Then Time Warner Productions is the only place you'll need to go for quality on-time duplication. We'll take your videotape and transfer it to whatever format you want, and make enough copies for everyone on your list. We'll even convert your foreign videotapes to meet American standards, as well as convert your videos to send overseas. Just stop by Time Warner Productions in the Time Warner Cable office on Select Avenue and tell us, I need a dub. It's fast, easy, and the only way to go to get multiple copies of your videos.
Holiday Ford Lincoln Mercury is clearing out the 98s. Now we have $1,000 cash back, plus 0.9% financing on Escorts, Contours, Mystiques, Tracers, and Rangers. Now that's real savings. How about a red carpet lease on a new 98 Explorer? Come in and buy one, and the first payment up to $500 is on us. Don't make a wrong turn. Make the turn for Lerdo Highway in Shafter. We're easy to get to from both the 5 and 99 freeways. Say habla español.
Come to Holiday!
Good evening and welcome to tonight's prep football game here on Time Warner Cable Channel 52. South High kicking off to the West High Vikings. The return up to the 32-yard line of West High. In this game here, South High in pale blue, and they're defending. Well, before we get into that, the West offense here, as you can see, Chris Jackson is split in. Number 84 is a key player to look for. Tight end, number 45, Josh Hatton. Fullback, Greg McLeod. Tailback, Bryson Sumlin, leading rusher. And, of course, Joey Maytubby, the quarterback. So always going to be somebody we want to be looking at. The South High Rebels here, pale blue, are defending the south end of the end zone. And the West High Vikings are defending the northern end zone. Here at the West High campus, homecoming for the West High Vikings. Tailback Sumlin, pitch to around the left end, thrown for about a yard loss. It'll be second down. Second and 10. No gain on the play. The West High Vikings last week getting their first victory of the year. And I tell you, they've got to be sky high tonight.
1 yard loss on the play, brings up second down.
The defense here for South, I think one player to look at would be Dan Lomax, number 2. Nice little pass in the flat, and it was a fumble, and it's recovered by the South High Rebels. That was just a simple little pass. And number 88, Steve Glenn, coughed the ball up, and the South defense made a great recovery, and they take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of West High. So the first big break of the game goes to South High, the turnover. Nice pass in the flat by Maytubby, just a 3-step drop and threw it, but Glenn got hit hard that time by Seth Langston, fumbled the ball, and now South has the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of West. Mayfield, the quarterback, hands the ball straight up the middle. Matthews straight up the middle. About 9 yards on the play. That was just a straight dive, right up the middle.
9-yard pickup, second down and
9-yard pickup, second and 1. 10:41 left here in the first quarter. No score in the football game.
Guard number 67, Colin Shields. Center number 51, Brooke Miller.
South High in a single back set. Mayfield, the quarterback. Handoff to Matthews. Run on the right side, and Lee Brown came up and made a nice tackle. He's the outside linebacker for West High. Threw him for about a 2-yard loss there. So now it's 3rd and 3. Head coach of South, Steve Falk. Head coach of West High, Dennis Manning. Mayfield hands off. Short gain on the play, close to a 1st down. First down for the South High Rebels. South High wants to get off to a good start here. Both these teams play in the Southwest Yosemite League. This is the conference opener, and there's only 5 teams in the league. So you know, you play everybody four games in the conference. So you lose the first game in conference, you only have 3 games left. So it really puts you behind the 8 ball. So it's important that both these teams, one of them comes out with a victory. They're really going to have the upper hand on the other team. Mayfield pitches wide.
And also to
Hobson around the left end. Araya, one of the tacklers on defense for West High. That was about a 6-yard pickup, so it's 2nd down and 4. West High has really been working on their program. These are the stats on Nick Hobson. 46 attempts, 261 yards, 5.6 average, 1 TD this year. So he's had a very effective first half of the season. Mayfield on an option, keeps the ball, and loses a few yards there.
And Brown making the stop.
Cody Ballard was one of the tackles there for West High, along with Lee Brown. So both linebackers for West High smelled that play out and were able to sack Mayfield for a 2-yard loss there. We're 3rd and 6 with 8:11 left to play in the first quarter. No score in this football game. South High Rebels are knocking at the door. Two backs behind Mayfield. I think that might have been too much time by the South High offense. Delay of game. We'll see what the officials call here.
Delay of game.
That's what it was. So that'll take it back 5 yards. West High, I'm sure, really feels good after last week's victory over Highland
They're
High.
down 11 yards.
And they've really improved their ball club. You've got to give Dennis Bannon a lot of credit. He's done a fine job this year, and this program is starting to come back. And you know, they had to tie with East Bakersfield earlier this year, and then last week got their first victory against Highland High. So they're 1-3-1, but that record means nothing in conference. You win all your conference games, you go to the postseason. This is the most important game of the year for them. Great pass by Mayfield. That was just a slant pattern over the middle. He got great protection, a 4-step drop.
And on first down, it's going to be first and goal about the 1 yard line.
Joey Mayfield's passing statistics, 33 completions, 82 attempts, 533 yards with 5 TDs. He's one of the leading passers in the central section. Applin made that catch, the tight end, made a great catch over the middle down to the 1 yard line for South High. First and goal, the 1 yard line of West High. Mayfield hands off. Looks like he got in the end zone there, but no call by the official yet. Matthew, the ball carrier, running right behind the interior line of the South High offensive line, but he didn't make it. Still have less than a yard to go here for a score, and South calls a timeout. So the score with 7:05 left in the first quarter, no score. That's what we have here. South High in this situation really wants to get a score here, get on top. They got that big fumble recovery here on the first drive for West High tonight. So they're looking to cash it in right now. They started this drive at their own 34-yard line, of the West High 34-yard line. So it's really important right now that they get a score and get on top of this game. You know, when they get ahead in the game, with any team that gets ahead, you can use a lot of your running game once you get ahead and control that clock. So it's important here for South High to get a lead here, especially capitalize on those mistakes of your opponent. For the West High Vikings, they're going to really try to make a defensive stand here. 2nd and 1 or 2nd and goal. So see if the West High defense can come up with a big play here to stop South High. It's going to be very difficult, 2nd and goal here. South High in a double back set, full house set, fullback, tailback, and flanker. I don't think he got in. Hobson took the ball over left guard and did not make it. You got to give West High a lot of credit here. As you can see, no score in the football game. 3rd and goal. We'll see what South comes up with here. I think 3rd and goal, I still think we're going to see a running play possibly up the middle or off tackle. I don't think they'll chance to pass here. Oh, great play by Mayfield, the quarterback. Wow. Faked the ball to the fullback Hobson and then ran a quarterback draw around the left side, untouched, into the end zone. 1 yard run. And South High goes ahead 6-0 in this football game. That really fooled the West defense. He faked the handoff to Hobson, and that off right tackle, and that took the defense to that side of the field, and then he just turned around, went across the field, had the defense going one way, he went the other, and just made a great fake there. Great ball handler, Mayfield. And the extra point is good. And now South High leads 7-0 here with 6:17 left in the first quarter. Capitalized on a turnover. That's what happens when you make those mistakes early in the football game. It's not something you can do. West High will now be receiving the football here to start their second offensive series. This is homecoming game for the West High Vikings. Conference opener for them, big game. South High does have a size advantage over West High, so on that last drive you could see that South High was running the football between the tackles, trying to utilize their advantage.
Come on, everybody up! Get up! The Vikings here! Get up! Everybody up!
South High will be kicking off. They're defending the southern end of Viking Stadium. South High in pale blue, West High in their home colors, green and gold. They'll be seeing the north end of the game. Glenn had a problem there with the handoff, but takes the kickoff and gets knocked out of bounds at the, looks like about the 22-yard line.
And they put the ball down on the
22-yard line. West High will start their second offensive series of tonight's game. The only scoring in the game was a 1-yard bootleg keeper by Mayfield.
for the Vikings.
They scored 7-0 here with 6:09 left in the first quarter. Maytubby hands off to the left side to Sumlin. Fine sophomore. Two impressive sophomores we've seen this year. Sumlin we're seeing tonight, and Arenovez of Foothill in the very first game we did this year. Two sophomores and probably the two best sophomores in the city this year. Both have fantastic years. You see on the stats, 123 carries for 610 yards. It's a 5 average, and he has 6 TDs. He's been their whole running game so far this year. Sumlin again, off the right side. Offensive series.
Down on the 36 with play review.
First and 10
First and 10.
at the 35-yard line of West High, inside their own territory. 3-step drop by Maytubby. Nice pass.
Pass to Chris Jackson. Out over the 40. And pushed out by Lomax.
Lomax made the tackle. Catch was by Chris Jackson. It's about a 6-yard gain, just a down and out pattern. 6-yard down and out. 3-step drop by Maytubby.
5-yard pickup, second
Gotta
down,
remember to get
5.
these quarterbacks straight. You got Joey Mayfield and Joey Maytubby. I tell you, it's really hard to remember. Two senior quarterbacks having fine careers here. One with West and one with South. 2nd and 5. Maytubby hands off. This time, the South defense really smelled that play out. Third down here, 3rd and 5. West High in the single back set. That's usually what they run out of because they're not trying to hide anything. They're going to go with something most of the time when they run the football. Maytubby goes to his left, play action, makes a nice throw. Beautiful throw. Play action pass, fake to someone. Then he rolled to his left and made a nice complete butt. Looked like a penalty on the brought back. Really good receiver downfield for West High, so it's all for naught. But a nice play anyway. 4:13 left in the first quarter, 7-0. South High. That was a nice execution there by Maytubby.
Ball back on the 35-yard line.
And Steve Glenn, the receiver. Very nice play there. 3rd and 10. West High at their own 35-yard line. Single back set. 21 someone. Does he go back? tight end is Josh Hatton, number 45. 3 receivers split to the left. Single running back. Looks like a passing formation. 3-step drop by Maytubby. Ball on the left side of the field. Incomplete. Jackson down the left sideline, incomplete. Great defense by the right corner for Burrell. 40 completions out of 194 attempts, 809 yards with 5 TDs. Again, one of the leading passers in the central section. That's been the right corner, Burrell, who also is their leading rusher for South High. Goes both ways. A lot of these players do go both ways. They don't have quite the number of players that you would have at a Bakersfield or Centennial, so a lot of the players have to be able to be double duty here. West High's punt, South takes it at their own 44-yard line. Side lines up and double back set. Fumble by Mayfield off the snap. He never got the ball from the center. That was unfortunate. Silver, the center, and Mayfield never really got the handoff there. And so the center and quarterback just didn't communicate there, and there was a fumble. Now South makes a turnover. So now West has their chance. The first mistake South made tonight. So both teams now have one turnover. And we'll see if West High can capitalize. They're inside South territory at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Maytubby fakes a pitch to Sumlin. Beautiful pass down the right sideline. That was just a down and out. That was just a 5-yard down and out. Herrera made a nice play there and ran the ball down the right sideline. Broke about 3 tackles after he caught the ball. Got an 18-yard gain, 1st and 10 for West High at the 26-yard line of South High. Hand off to Sumlin. Right off tackle.
We're giving 2 crazy penalties tonight. Where you at?
3-yard pickup. We know what they want to do in this game, West. They would love to be able to run the football on a consistent basis with Sumlin, keep that ball on the ground. But Maytubby's shown this year he's not afraid to throw the football. He's been very successful throwing it. 2nd and 7. 20-yard line of South High. The West High Vikings are knocking on the door. Single back set. Sumlin, boy, he's got great speed. He really can turn that corner. Another 1st down. First down for West High. I'll tell you, he ran behind right tackle Jake Gann, doing a great job. Right guard Jared Grant. The center, number 78, is Chris Sargent. Left guard is Adam Webb. Left tackle is Ryan DeQuilties. So they've got a fine offensive line. West High, very experienced. Great pass. 3-step drop by Maytubby. Just a 5-yard down and out. Maytubby was able to break the pursuit, get around the outside of the pursuit. He was able to outrun the defensive end, got around them, made a nice little 5-yard down and out.
Jackson just got the point after out of Herrera's there.
To Chris Jackson there. 5-yard down and out. Jackson made a nice run into the end zone. That's a play a lot of the offenses are doing this year to try to get away from the blitzes of the defenses. They're getting very mobile quarterbacks. What they're doing is they're taking the ball and they're rolling, sprinting left or right to get away from the rush. He just do a little 5-yard down and out to just split in. And Jackson was able to break one tackle and was able to romp into the right side of the end zone. 7-6 here. It looks like West High will have to attempt the, well, there was a penalty on South High on the extra point there. We still have it 7-6, 1:46 left in the first quarter. West High has two exciting receivers tonight, Glenn and Jackson. These are two players that Maytubby likes to go to, and they have great speed. And South's defense is covering them one-on-one. Both corners are taking them one-on-one with no help from the safeties, and they've been very difficult to stop, especially if you give Maytubby time to throw. It's going to be very effective because not only can they catch the ball, but they can run after they catch it. Apparently, West is thinking about maybe going for two here. There's a penalty there, half the distance to the goal line. Looked like it was running into the kicker. So they look like they're inside the 2-yard line, just about the 1-yard line. This is the team offensive statistics. South this year has rushed for almost 900 yards on West, 711. Pass, 523 for South, 730 for West. Total, 1422 for South, 1441 for West. So these two teams are almost identical with the run pass this year. Both teams have very good balance. Total stats are very, very close, run and pass. That's why we think it's going to be an even matchup. South comes in with a little better record, but I think West has played a tougher schedule. But statistically, they're just about right there. Both teams balance between running and passing the football, which makes it very difficult for a defense to stop. They're going for two here. Well, they're only at the 1-yard line. You got Bryson, he's in. And you got a runner, that was number 40. Well, it looked like Bryson, but it wasn't. Number 40, Cody Ballard. You know, Cody Ballard plays middle linebacker this year. Last year, he was their fullback, and he carried the ball a lot last year. This year, they just switched him to defense. 8-7 West High. He goes at 6'3", about 250, plays the inside linebacker. Last year, he was their top runner, so they moved him to defense this year, and well, nobody even touched him on that. So that's a 1-yard run by Cody Ballard. Actually, that's for the extra point. 2-point conversion by Cody Ballard. So it's 8-7 West High. Short pass to Chris Jackson was for the TD. Just a little sideline pass. West High kicking off, defending the north side of the stadium. Great run by South High. Nick Hobson, beautiful run down the left sideline. Got a great block. Got a great block from Colin Shields. And took it down the left sideline to set South High up with very good field position here with 1:38 left in the first quarter. They're on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Mayfield handing the ball off. Short gain there, about 2-yard gain.
David Stevens makes the initial contact for the defense. And Matthew, the ball carrier, picked up about 3 yards on the play, straight down 8.
Terry Matthews, the ball carrier, he's been a workhorse tonight for the South Rebels. We haven't seen much of the leading rusher, Burrell. Last week, we did the game with Arvin High. Burrell was their key man in the backfield, but this week it's Matthews, number 23. So Burrell's playing defense, so not quite sure why the change was made there. Burrell looked very effective last week. But anyway, Matthew looks like he runs maybe with a little bit more power. 3-step drop by Mayfield, but he just overthrew his receiver. Wasn't even close. Austin Neese, the right split in. Overthrown. That was going to be a slant pattern over the middle. You know, last week, if you remember the game, Mayfield was overthrowing a lot of his receivers in the first half. In the second half, he really settled down, and he became much more accurate. So he's kind of starting off the same way this week. First half, a little bit high on his throws. Maybe make some type of an adjustment at halftime like he did last week. Mayfield rolling out to his right, just took way too much time looking for a receiver. They were all covered downfield. And the right tackle for West High, Dave Stevens, number 47, really came in untouched and sacked Mayfield for a big loss. And now South's in a position where it's 4th and 15, and they're going to have to punt with 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. 8-7, West High leads on homecoming night for West High Vikings. Hobson punting the ball. Great punt, punted away from the return man. The ball is on the 11-yard line. Good punt by Hobson. Cody Grasner, the receiver on the play, he punted away from him and punted down the left sideline. And then South got good punt coverage on the play and really backs West High deep inside their 20-yard line. They're at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This will be the last play of the first period. 8-7 West High, they have the football. Oh, nice pass. Josh Hatton, that was a nice pass to Josh Hatton. Play action, fake to Sumlin. 5-yard slant over the middle to Josh Hatton, a tight end. West High picks up a first down. It's into the first quarter. Yeah, West High 8, South 7th into the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Holiday Ford Lincoln Mercury is clearing out the 98s. Now we have $1,000 cash back, plus 0.9% financing on Escorts, Contours, Mystiques, Tracers, and Rangers. Now that's real savings. How about a red carpet lease on a new 98 Explorer? Come in and buy one, and the first payment up to $500 is on us. Don't make a wrong turn. Make the turn for Lerdo Highway in Shafter. We're easy to get to from both the 5 and 99 freeways. Say habla español.
Come to Holiday.
Okay, we're back here in the second quarter. West High had the ball, and they had a couple unsuccessful runs and then a pass was incomplete. So now it's 4th down. They're at their own 35-yard line, so they're going to be punting now. 4th and 10. South had a much better time on that series of West High stopping Sumlin. He wasn't able to get anything going. There's a punt there. Hobson, the return man for South High, lets the ball roll. Good punt by West High. It's about a 38-yard punt, and South High now will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Time Warner sponsored by the law firm of Chain Younger and Holiday Ford and Shafter. They make this show happen with their support. Hey, tell them you're watching. I do. 1st and 10 for the Rebels on their own 30-yard line. Burrell is into the game now for the Rebels at tailback. Takani Burrell, number 4. Short gain there. Actually, he made 5 yards. He made a nice run that time. Great block by number 77, Mike Dallin for South High. Really sprung Burrell. Dallin is 6'4", 255 senior. He's a player to watch. Good major college prospect with his size. Again, a nice run by South, and they get a 1st down here. Controlling the clock on the ground, controlling the ball on the ground, and controlling the clock too. They're trailing 8-7, so 9:23 here left before halftime. Pitch back to Burrell, and a great tackle by Josh Hatton, the left defensive end for West High. Sakani Burrell, 45 carries for 276 yards this year, 6.1 average with 3 TDs. Fine ball carrier there. That was a great play there by Josh Hatton. He goes both ways, tight end and linebacker. Mayfield pitched it back to Burrell, but Hatton smelled that play out. Penetrated into the backfield and was able to keep Burrell from any appreciable gain there. You could say it's 2nd and 10. Officials call a delay a game against South High. You know, that's one thing coaches really have to be careful of in a game like this. You've got to make sure you get those plays in. If you're shuttling plays with a running back or a receiver, you've got to make sure you get those plays in, because 5 yards here, 5 yards there really makes a difference, especially when you're running the ball effectively. Now it puts you back 2nd and 15. You're almost in a passing situation. So it's real important to also the quarterback to be aware of how much time's on the clock. Oh, great fake by Mayfield. Number 1 there. Austin Neese was covered on a slant. He decided to take the ball and run it on a sprint out to the right side. Picks up a 1st down. That's one thing about Mayfield and Maytubby. Both of these runners and quarterbacks, they run and they play quarterback. They're very creative. You know, they can go back and they can throw, or they can create something on the ground. I mean, they're very difficult to stop for a defense. 1st and 10 for South with 8:25 left at halftime. A nice run off tackle by Burrell. DJ Herrera for West making a stop. 5 yards on the play, so South is starting to run the ball very effectively here in the 2nd quarter.
All right, West, the seniors run the floats.
South High's got a size advantage in the offensive line, and when they run between the tackles, they're able to overpower the West High defense. Three-step drop by Mayfield. Pass down the left sideline. That was just a post pattern there to Lomax. Incomplete. He overthrew him just a little bit. Good coverage by Sylvester Okeki, the right corner, if I have his name pronounced correctly, the right corner for West High. Again, here we see South taking a lot of time getting the plays in, and this got to be very careful of a delay of game penalty again. We show 2nd and 10 here on the 49-yard line of West High. Hand off to Hobson. Great run, and he could go all the way. He will go all the way. Touchdown. That was about a 47, 48-yard touchdown run by Hobson. Great run. Took the ball off tackle, cut across the field, and then ran down the left sidelines, untouched for a score. Great blocking by the South offensive line.
Come on, save Vikings, go!
Number 77, Mike Dallin. Number 76, Matt Keeling. Number 71, Dave Yost. Number 67, Colin Shields. Seth Langston, number 64. Number 63, Jim Brandon. They all did a fine job there blocking. And Hobson, all he had to do was run. The hole was 5 feet wide. I could have ran through that. Score here with 7:30 left at halftime, 14-8. South High. We make those holes big enough, we could all run through them. I'll tell you, this is an exciting game. I'll tell you, these two teams are really putting on a show for us. We're going to have a good game. It's an evenly matched game. You know, you look at West record here for 1-3-1, and they got beat by Hanford 20-16. Foothill beat them 28-26. Arvin beat them 27-14. They tied East 12-all. They beat Highland 27-20 last week. So tie with EB, who's a very good football team, and they beat Highland last week, their first victory this year. So they played a pretty good schedule, and they've been in every game this year. I'll give you South's schedule here in just a minute. South kicking off, defending the north end zone. That was a great kick by Hobson. Hobson's been the starter tonight. Kicked up on the end zone, so the ball comes out to the 20. In high school football, when the ball's kicked in the end zone, you cannot run it out. South High got beat by Santa Maria, 34-10. Burroughs was 17-0. They won. 28-0. Ridgeview, 28-21. They beat Foothill. Last week, Arvin beat them 33-28. The record's 3-2. But the conference is the most important, because if you win the conference, you automatically qualify for the postseason, no matter what your non-league record is. So it's very important with only 4 conference games. You want to get off to a good start, get your first victory. If not, you're almost forced to win the rest of your conference games if you lose tonight, whoever loses. Sumlin off the right side, picked up a short gain there. He's really an explosive ball carrier. He reminds me so much of Renner as a Foothill we did earlier this year. Both players, neither one of them real big, but he had tremendous explosion off the line. Tremendous quickness, great footwork, and great vision. Second down, 2 yards to go. 6:53 left at halftime. Again, handoff to Sumlin. Looks like he got enough for the first down. I think Maytubby, the quarterback of West, is content to hand that ball off to Sumlin. There's plenty of time for West High here, 14-8. There's no hurry, although I think you will see Maytubby put the ball in the air as they move down the field. They've got their timeouts, West High. They haven't used any that I know of. So they've got plenty of time here with a little over 6 minutes left at halftime to work their way down the field to get some type of score. Double back set.
Now's the time. Offense, help me out with that.
That was just a dive play. Cody Ballard, just a straight handoff up the middle, fullback dive, picked up enough for the first down. They use Ballard a lot on short yardage situation with his size of 6'3", 250. Also, he's a very effective blocker for Sumlin. He's a junior fullback, and Sumlin's a sophomore tailback. Well, what a running combination they're going to have next year. Sumlin reverses the ball. Steve Glenn lined up on the right side as the right split end. Sumlin took the ball from Maytubby around the right side, handed the ball off to Glenn on the reverse. He came around to the left side, down the left sideline, made a first down, a great gain. Great blocking by the West High offensive line. They really disguised that beautifully. Actually, the quarterback Maytubby really made a nice block on that reverse. Glenn was able to pick up a few extra yards by the block by the quarterback, so he also does a great job of blocking. Cody Ballard, the fullback, also made a nice block. So a big gain for West High, first down. They're on the 43-yard line of South. Hand off to the left side to Sumlin. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Nice block by number 72, Ryan DeCaletes. Well, I have a tough time with that name. 6'3", 282. He's done a great job tonight blocking for West High.
Offense, no waste of time. Take it to the goal line. Help me out with offense. No waste of time.
Second and 4. Roll out to the right by Maytubby. It's a nice pass. DJ Herrera had the ball, but got really hit by the defensive secondary of South High. Lomax came up and really made a nice tackle and jarred the ball loose. So possibly might have been a first down there. It was just a short sprint out by Maytubby, but the defense was able to come up and make the stop. Great read by the South defense, especially the corners. They've got two fine cornerbacks in Lomax on the left side and Burrell on the right side. Two corners who do a lot of single coverage, have great speed. They both play offense too. Again, a handoff to Sumlin, but again, South penetrated that time and was able to cause a lot of havoc in there. Number 77, Mike Dallin, playing defensive down lineman, came in here and kind of caused a disruption on that play there and kept Sumlin to a short gain. South was able to really get a good push there in the neutral zone and was able to get into the backfield of West and really took care of the timing, destroyed the timing on that play. So it's 4th and 2, and of course West High going for it here. They're on the 35-yard line of South, so I think it's a good call here. 4:18 left at halftime, and now I guess they want to talk about it. They probably didn't like the defense they saw and decided they wanted to talk to Dennis Manning, the head coach of West, about it. Dennis Manning, the head coach of West, and Steve Falk, the head coach of South. Both these coaches are new to the programs. They haven't been at their positions very long, and they've really brought both these teams along. Time Warner Cable presents the high school football game of the week on CNNSI, channel 52, exclusively from Time Warner Cable, Bakersfield's locally cable company. If you'd like a duplication of this game or any other local programming of Time Warner, the Time Warner producers, just call us at 322-1941. 322-1941 if you have any additional questions about the production of Time Warner programming. Three-step drop by Maytubby. That was a nice play. The South defense was in a defense set to stop the run, and he took a three-step drop. Made a nice pass to the left split end, Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson just took about a 5-yard down and out and got the first down. 4:12 left until halftime. Homecoming for West High. They've got a great halftime show for you tonight, so you stay tuned. 1st and 10 for the Vikings of West High. Maytubby, three-step drop. Again, with a nice pass. This time it was a 7-yard down and over the middle, kind of like a slant pattern to Chris Jackson, again, number 84. Chris Jackson, a fine receiver. He also plays basketball for West High. He's about a 6'4" forward in basketball. He was one of their top players last year, so he's got great speed. He's got the big hands, and he's one player you're going to look at. Chris Jackson's statistics, 13 receptions coming into the game for 319 yards, almost a 25-yard average with 3 TDs. Very productive senior year. Didn't even play football last year. That's what's amazing about it. 1st and 10. Oh boy, Maytubby taking a three-step drop. He had Josh Hatton, a tight end, wide open at the 2-yard line, just overthrew him. But again, South High put good pressure. Got to give credit to Eric Williams, the outside linebacker, who put a lot of pressure. One of many players from South High put pressure on that play and forced Maytubby to throw that ball before he really wanted to, and could not really get set on the play. So again, good pressure by South High. Again, they had the blitz on. And that's what you're seeing a lot of teams do now, is they're doing a lot of blitzing inside the red zone. Again, Maytubby rolling to the right, but this time on the sprint out, South High was ready for him. Number 35, Mario Rivera again. He did a great job that time, penetrate the West High backfield.
It's going to be 3rd down and 25.
And was able to throw Mayfield for a loss there. Now we have 3rd and 25, so it's obvious West is in a passing situation. Again, Mayfield, three-step drop, throws the ball down the right sideline. That was just a straight streak pattern down the right sideline to Chris Jackson, but again, in that situation, South knew they were going to be going deep, and they had good coverage on. Lomax and Ben Cita were down there helping to defend for South. They were in perfect defensive coverage there. No chance on that play. So now with 4th and 25, West High is setting up for a field goal. Looking at about a little over a 40-yard field goal, but it's no good way to the left. About a 42-yard attempt there, but not even close. That's tough for a high school kicker to kick a field goal that far. You got to have a great leg. Just hooked it wide left. So South held. The defense really did a great job that time. Stiffened up when West High was able to penetrate the red zone, which is 20 yards and in. When I say red zone, I'm talking about your opponent's 20-yard line and in. And they stiffened up, did a good job against the pass there, and was able to stop Now South has the ball, 1st and 10. Mayfield went back to pass on nobody open and then decides to sprint down the left sidelines. He's running north to south down the left sideline. That's what I'm saying about these quarterbacks. I'll tell you, when they're not open, when you're covering well defensively, they can be creative. They can tuck the ball under their arm and they can run it. Picked up a 1st down there. Nice game by Mayfield. Big game. 1st down. South has the ball on their own 45-yard line. Oh, that was a quarterback option there by Mayfield, but he rolled out to his left and didn't see anybody. The defense was really there. They penetrated very well. So he reversed his field and was able to get a few yards back, but still was thrown for a loss. That was a great defense by the right side of the West High defense. Just a lot of players over there. Really broke up the timing of that play. There was really nowhere to go. One player who's doing a fine job tonight for West is Mike Garcia, 5'10", 195 junior. On the right side, plays right in, right linebacker, does a great job. Boy, what a great run by Hobson. Hand off to Hobson. Boy, he's had a big 1st half tonight. Just off tackle, and he cut to the outside, and again, he made a nice run down the left sideline. So Hobson's the star of this 1st half so far in this football game. Last week, Burrell made most of the yards for South, but this week it's all been Hobson.
Say, where are you from? Say, who's your mascot? Say, who's your mascot? Say, go! Say, big!
South High, 1st and 10 at West 28-yard line. Mayfield going back to pass, 3-step drop. Oh, threw the ball into the end zone. Just a little bit overthrown.
Who's your mascot? Say, go! Say, big! Say, win!
And the receiver,
Say, go,
Burrell, was not able to come up with it for South High. Either Burrell or Lomax, can't see the number. But anyway, it was a nice attempt by the South High receiver there. South High, single back set, 3 receivers wide to the right. 5-step drop by Mayfield. Again, threw behind. Austin Neese threw behind the split end that time. And Mayfield rolling to his right, tried to throw back to his left. And I thought they got good penetration, West High. Again, number 44, Mike Garcia, was one of the players in on that. Number 47, David Stevens, defensive line, 6'2", 210 junior. He was also in on the play, put good pressure on Mayfield, the quarterback. Well, here we have a mix-up in the backfield. South offense here is going to be penalized. Timing broke down on that play. High school football, game of the week, airs exclusively on Time Warner Cable, channel 52, at a new time this fall. Every Sunday night at 8 p.m. with repeats in case you miss it. At 8 p.m. on Monday, after watching Monday Night Football, tune into channel 52, Time Warner Cable. And also 10 p.m. on Tuesdays. An exciting new matchup every Sunday night. Mayfield rolling out to his right, no one open. So he sprints down the left sideline.
And Mayfield again on a keeper, dives for a 1st down.
He got a couple great blocks there to spring him. Number 71, David Yost, helped him spring. Joey Mayfield's rushing stats, 32 attempts, 214 yards, 6.6 average with 2 TDs. anytime you're a running back, whether you're a quarterback or receiver or tailback, whatever, anytime you have better than a 4-yard average, you're doing a very good job. And all these runners tonight, both quarterbacks and running backs, have really nice averages. All of them are over 5 yards a carry, so he's been very effective. Hobson kicking no good there. Boy, it looked like he had all leg on that one. About a 35-yard attempt there. No good. Looked like it veered a little to the left. Score here, 14-8. South High leads with 31 seconds left before halftime. Remember to stay tuned for our halftime show. West High's homecoming. These kids have worked hard to put on a show this week. Let's don't disappoint them. West High takes over at their own 20-yard line. Actually, their 21-yard line. Maytubby taking a 3-step drop. Just run the ball down the left sideline to Glenn. Really had no chance on that. Number 4, Burrell, the right corner, and Cita were back there, but they had Glenn well covered on the play.
25 seconds left in the first half.
You know, those kind of passes are fine this time of game with 25 seconds left, because even if you intercept the ball, it's just like a punt. So I don't think West High's gambling here. You know, trailing 14-8, they'd like a big play, but I don't think they'll try anything too outrageous here. Single back set, 2 receivers to the left. Excuse me, 2 receivers to the right, 1 back in motion to the left. But it didn't matter. They decided to run the ball with Sumlin, made a few yards up the middle. That'll be the last play of the first half here. Wes is content to go in at halftime. Well, I thought it might be the last play of the half, but I guess I was wrong. They called timeout with 8 seconds left. Why, I don't know, unless they're going to try something long here. Maybe they'll try a long pass, like an alley-oop pass down the field. Who knows? Maybe a defensive penalty. You know, maybe they can make a long pass and a run, maybe get in field goal position. So I guess it's worth it. It's worth a shot. South High scored first in this game. Kind of a 1-yard keeper by Mayfield. West High came back with the 3-yard TD pass from Maytubby to Chris Jackson. They went for 2. There was a penalty on South, so they got the ball inside their 2-yard line, and then Cody Ballard ran the ball in for the 2-point conversion, make it 8-7 West. And then Hobson made a beautiful run down the left sideline. 38 to 40-yard run. South kicked the extra point and went ahead 14-8. So that's been all the scoring here in the first half. 1-yard run by Mayfield. 38-yard run by Hobson for South scores. And for West, the pass from Maytubby to Chris Jackson and the 2-point conversion run by Ballard. That's been all the score here in the first half. 1 second left. West High called a timeout with 8 seconds left and just ran the football. I'm not quite sure I know why they ran the football there. Then there's a penalty on West High. Josh Hatton, the tight end, left too soon. So I think that's it. Unless time didn't run out, we'll have to wait here for the officials' ruling or call. Just seems strange to me. You're in your own territory. You had 8 seconds left. You call time, but then you just run the football. And then you look. You know, I don't quite follow that, but whatever. It seems like if you're going to stop the clock with 8 seconds left, you ought to try to throw the ball down the field. Get yourself in a position maybe to kick a field goal. I think they're discussing whether or not the clock ran out before he snapped the ball, as there was only 1 second left. That's it. So that's our halftime with the score 14-8 South High, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Holiday Ford Lincoln Mercury is clearing out the 98s. Now we have $1,000 cash back, plus 0.9% financing on Escorts, Contours, Mystiques, Tracers, and Rangers. Now that's real savings. How about a red carpet lease on a new 98 Explorer? Come in and buy one, and the first payment up to $500 is on us. Don't make a wrong turn. Make the turn for Lerdo Highway in Shafter. We're easy to get to from both the 5 and 99 freeways. Say habla español.
Come to Holiday.
Over the last 60 years, Chan Younger has helped thousands of accident victims. Oil field work is some of the most dangerous work around. Many people are seriously injured or killed as a result of faulty equipment and poor safety training. We didn't want this to continue, so we fought until changes in oil field safety were made. Accidents still happen, and when they do, we'll be there for you.
Has this ever happened to one of your favorite tapes? How about this? Parts of this tape are damaged forever. Before this happens to your favorite video or home movie, call Time Warner Productions. Time Warner Productions specializes in quality duplications, foreign conversions, and repairs. So before your favorite video cassette becomes your pet's next meal, preserve it by calling Time Warner Productions and get it duplicated. Call 322-1941.
Okay, the score at halftime. South High 14, West High 8. Just give you a little recap. Mayfield, 1-yard run for South. Then Maytebe came back with a nice pass to Chris Jackson. And then they got a 2-point conversion with Cody Ballard to make the score 8-7. And then Hobson again made a nice 38-yard run down the left sideline to score for South High, the extra point, put them ahead 14-8 at halftime. And now, as you look down on the field, you see the halftime show, West High homecoming. Let's enjoy the halftime festivities.
team for Queen is Nicole Rimmer. She is escorted by her parents, Bruce and Edna Rimmer. Nicole has been very active for 4 years at West. She is involved with the Associated Student Body, holding the office of class representative this year. She has played volleyball for 4 years, 2 years at the varsity level. Nicole is also involved in Interact, holding the office of vice president this year. She also plays soccer, participates in Guidance Task Force and West High Side Council. Good job, Nicole. Much luck in the future. Nicole Rimmer. Our first team nominee is Matthew Mogensen, escorted by his parents, Eric and Martha Mogensen. Matthew has been actively involved in athletics at West High School. He has been a varsity track runner for 2 years and also been participating with the cross-country team all 4 years at West, 2 of them at the varsity level. He is involved in the Associated Student Body, holding the position of honorary, and as a member of the Interact Club and Senior Class Council. Nice job, and best wishes, Matthew. Our next Queen candidate is Susanna Rosales, escorted by her parents, Ramon and Maria Rosales. Susanna has been extremely involved in the women's athletic program at West. She has played basketball all her years at West and has been captain of the varsity team for 2. She also participates in many track and field events. Susanna has been active of the Mention Club for 4 years and held the office of vice president for all 4 years. She is also a member of the conflict mediation team, NHS, CSF. Susanna also enjoys choreographing many dances for the West High dancers. Good job and best wishes, Susanna. Our next team candidate, Lee Brown. Lee is escorted by his parents, Elsie and Frida Brown. He has been a varsity football player and also been captain of the varsity team. He also plays varsity basketball, participates in many track and field events. He is part of the West High Jazz Band and holds the position of vice president. He also is a member of the Project Best Club and West High Chamber Chorale. He is president of the Golden State Baptist Youth Conference. Nice job. Good luck in the future, Lee. Our final Queen candidate is Stephanie Irish, escorted by her parents, Fred and Cheryl Irish. Stephanie is also very involved in women's athletics. She has been a varsity soccer player all 4 years at West and the captain of that team. She enjoys playing volleyball and has played varsity for 2 years. She is actively involved in the ASB and holds the office of Commissioner of Organizations. Stephanie is also involved in drama, Teen Reach, Youth Connection, and club soccer. She was in the production Into the Woods last year. Great job. Best wishes, Stephanie. Our final team candidate is DJ Valeria, escorted by his parents, Norma and Adam Wages. DJ is a very active student. He has played football for West all 4 years and at the varsity level for 2 years. He has played basketball for 3 and has run track for 1 year. DJ is involved in the Associated Student Body and holds the office of Commissioner of Awards. He also is a member of Interact Club, Block W, and the Football Club. He also was the 1998 Prom Prince, and last week was Defensive Player of the Week. Good luck and nice job, DJ. Before the moment we've all been waiting for, the senior class would like to thank Mrs. Bernard, Mr. Galvis, the Vice Commissioner, and all the students who have helped make this homecoming week a success for their support and cooperation. And we extend our deepest gratitude from the senior class. May we have a drum roll, please? And now, by vote of the senior class, your 1998 homecoming king is Matt Mogensen. And homecoming queen, Susanna Rosales. Congratulations from all of us at West High School.
Okay, there's the halftime show, a great halftime show by the West High Viking Marching Band. One of the most impressive halftime shows we've seen this year. So we'll be right back after this brief timeout.
Always get the names and addresses of witnesses. Don't rely on busy police to do this for you. If injured, be sure to have a medical examination. Talk to an experienced lawyer before you talk to the insurance adjusters. If you'd like to know more, call or come by Chain Younger today and pick up your copy of the accident guide.
Chain Younger. When you need us, we'll be there. We have been for over 60 years.
Harold, this tape from Greece doesn't play.
Around the world, there are many different formats for VHS tapes. So if you have problems with a tape from a foreign country, call Time Warner Productions. For $29.95, Time Warner Productions can convert the tape to a format that plays in your home VCR, or change your tape to any format from around the world. From quality copies of home videos, large quantity duplications,
Harold, the tape's broken.
or tape repair, Time Warner Productions is your best choice for video services.
Holiday Ford Lincoln Mercury is clearing out the 98s. Now we have $1,000 cash back, plus 0.9% financing on Escorts, Contours, Mystiques, Tracers, and Rangers. Now that's real savings. How about a red carpet lease on a new 98 Explorer? Come in and buy one, and the first payment up to $500 is on us. Don't make a wrong turn. Make the turn for Lerdo Highway in Shafter. We're easy to get to from both the 5 and 99 freeways. Say habla español.
Come to Holiday.
Okay, we're starting here the second half. Score at halftime, 14-8, South High. West High kicks off, South's receiving. Burrell took the ball 15 yards to the 31-yard line. The kick was by Joe Maytubby, the quarterback. He does it all. We get a time here, we'll look at the South offense that we need to have on our screen. No. Handoff, Mayfield. Great handoff.
Correction. Burrell's the ball player.
Burrell.
Down by Leitner.
Great run by Burrell. That was about a 17-yard run there. First down for the South High Rebels. Burrell starting the second half here. Now they bring Hobson in. Double back set, two runners in the backfield. Again, that time it's handoff to Hobson by Mayfield. That's about a 5-yard pickup there for South.
Stevens making the stop on play. 4-yard pickup between the second down.
2nd and 6. South High at the 45-yard line of West. Again, South starting strongly here on this first drive. Mayfield handing off to Burrell.
Burrell, the ball carrier, Meredith Brown making the stop. He pick up a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd down and still 3 yards to go.
3rd and 3. South High coming out here starting the second half and really is trying to take it to West High, especially between the tackles. They're trying to be very physical. Well, just a 3-step drop by Mayfield.
Pass complete to Applin.
And that was a completion to Applin, number 21.
And Horn makes
Just took
the stop
that ball
on play. 1st down, drop.
right over the middle and then made a nice run for an extra 10 yards. So it was a nice pickup by the South High Rebels.
All right, crowd, we're gonna do the
for another first down. 1st and 10. We're moving here. 9:52 left to go in the 3rd quarter. South's on the move. They're leading 14-8.
If you came here to cheer, let me hear you yell your year. Oh, 2, oh, 1.
South High in the I formation. Again, they hand off to Burrell. Breaking tackles. Off the left tackle. South High's really just taking that ball and running up between the tackles, and it's been very effective here opening up the 3rd quarter. West High needs a timeout here because they've got to really get their defense organized here. They've been really run on here to start the second half, and I think the coaches probably want to make a few adjustments. When you start looking at the Southwest Yosemite League, you've got Centennial, Stockdale, North, and then you have South and West. So it's a very competitive league. And of course, when you start looking at the rankings here, Clovis West ranked number 1 in the Yosemite Division, Edison number 2, Centennial number 3, Bakersfield number 4, Clovis number 5, Sanger number 6, Whitney number 7, East number 8, Stockton number 9, and Central number 10. So it's a very competitive league. That was an incomplete play there. Incomplete pass to Lomax by Mayfield. That pass was thrown down the left sideline, overthrown. And of course the West defense was Johnny on the spot. Bobby Simpson, 6'2", 155 junior, was on the stop. West High has a lot of juniors on this football team. They're getting better this year, much improved over last year, and they're going to be even better next year. I formation. Mayfield hands off. straight up the middle.
Ballard making the stop.
Keep that Viking
Cody Ballard of West, the fine inside linebacker, making the stop.
Down, let it
Here's
slide.
Russell in on defense.
Don't let that Viking spirit slide.
Adam Webb gets up on the bottom pile as well.
That's it,
Down and stop.
pump it up.
South High has a first down.
Spirit up.
And it's Rebels trying on first and 10.
Keep it up. Keep that Viking spirit up.
Figures has been in the backfield. He made that last run. They're in the option. Again, a fake to Figures. Mayfield takes it, sprints out to his left, fake to dive to Figures and rolled to his left and cut up field, made a short gain there.
Ferraria, Brown, and Hatton making the stop on the play. Pickup of about 2 yards by Mayfield.
In the second half here, what they've done is they've
Second
gone
down,
into the I formation. They have Figures blocking for either Hobson or Burrell, and they've been very effective. It's kind of a power set offense, the fullback being the extra blocker, and it's been very effective. Now they have the single back set with Hobson in the backfield. A handoff to Hobson off the left guard, picked up a few yards. Cody Ballard, the inside linebacker, again making the stop for West. Short gain. Mayfield to Hobson. Hobson, the star of the first half, had a great game in the first half. Didn't play a lot, didn't play as much last week, but had a touch of the flu. But tonight, he's getting a lot more playing time. It's been very effective. 7:48 left in the third period, 14-8. South High leading on the homecoming of West High here at Viking Field on the campus of West High.
Third down, 7 yards.
Third and 7 for South High. Single back set, Mayfield rolling out to his left and sprinting to his right to avoid the rush. Oh, just a great pursuit by West High. Josh Hatton was one player in there. Chris Jackson also went on the play. Just a slew of West High. Great pursuit that time. Really penetrated the neutral zone, got into the backfield, and really messed up the timing on that play. And he had nowhere to throw Mayfield, so he was sacked for a loss. Hobson attempting a field goal there, wide left. About a 26-yard field goal, wide to the left, no good. South had a great opportunity there. They were able to move the ball down deep into West High territory there, but West stiffened. And they came up with a couple big plays there by Cody Ballard and Josh Hatton and Chris Jackson. A lot of those players play offense. They were able to come up with some big plays. They were able to stymie South, missed the field goal there. First and 10 for West, trailing 14-8. Start on about their own 15-yard line.
Pass is complete to Chris Jackson on the near
Just a little sideline pass
And we're all defending on
to
the
Chris
flag.
Jackson there. 3-step drop by Maytubby. Just a little sideline pattern. That's a nice little confidence builder for Maytubby. A lot of times that short pass game gets the quarterback a little confidence, and he's able to complete a few of those. And then once the defensive corners come up a little bit to try to stop the short pass, then they can go deep on it, maybe get a quick 7. Corners are Lomax and Burrell for South.
And hand off to Sumlin. Sumlin out over the 30 should be good for a first
Pitch
down.
out to Sumlin.
First down.
Off right tackle. Picks up a first down for the West High Vikings. That's their first down here of the second half. West High again going to Bryce Sumlin, their fine sophomore tailback.
31. First and 10 right.
First and 10. This has been a fast third quarter, and we'll only have 5:47 left. So West High is going to be looking here, I think, to put the ball in the air and see if they can get back in this football game. 3-step drop by Maytubby. Post pattern, but again, great defense by Burrell. Steve Glenn. Split in for West on that play. Was lined up wide left and just ran a streak down the left sideline. But again, Burrell, one-on-one coverage, had perfect, actually had perfect coverage on him. The ball was overthrown. Really nowhere to go on that play. Good pressure on Maytubby also. Nice pass there, close to a first down to Josh Hatton, the tight end, number 45. Maytubby has been very effective on that pass tonight. That's probably been the most effective pass he's been able to throw tonight. Is he's got a big tight end, Josh Hatton, 6'2", 210 junior, and he just goes right over the middle, just inside the free and strong safety and right over the linebackers. That little area right there, there's a little seam in there, they call it, a little open space. And he's able to go down the middle of the field, and he gets behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. And Maytubby's been able to take a three-step drop and throw that short pass. He's been open all night. That's been the most successful pass pattern they've had tonight. And the South defense hasn't been able to stop it. He's a big kid, Hatton, a big target. Also, with that pass to Hatton, it really nullifies any rush. .5:10 left in the third quarter. Hand off to Summon off the left side.
2-yard pickup Barkley and Langston making stop.
And the South defense was there to stop that for basically a short gain there. One of the players on that, number 77, Mike Dallin, was there to break that up. Richard Rehos also was in on the play. 3rd and 8. Maytubby sprints out to his right. Boy, he threw that pass, but for Herrera in the right flat, but Dan Lomax, the left corner, really put a hit to him. And Herrera now is on the field shaken up on the play. Probably just had the wind knocked at him. Again, that would not have gotten the first down. It was a rollout by Maytubby. He threw the ball in the flat to Herrera, but it was only would have been about a 2-yard pickup, and it needed to go about 8 yards. So it wasn't really the kind of play you'd want to call to get a first down. And of course, number 2 Lomax, left corner, was right there, Johnny on the spot. He was single coverage, came up and really nailed Herrera there. And incompleted pass, 4th down for West High. 4:30 left here in the third quarter, 14-8. South High Rebels leading on the homecoming night for West High. West High comes into this game with a record of 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 tie. And South comes into this game 3 wins and 2 losses. But of course, the non-league record means nothing when you get into conference play. If you win your conference, you go 4-0, you'll automatically qualify for the postseason. If you get second place, then it's a question of what your non-league record was. And if 2 teams tie for second place and they have the same non-league record, then they take strength of schedule. And if that's almost the same, then they take how many yards you made during the course of the year offensively and defensively. How many yards you made on offense and how many yards you've given up on defense. So it can get very complicated, those tiebreakers. But the simple thing is to win your football games and not worry about it. Because both these teams, the toughest games they're going to have are still in front of them. You've got Stockdale and then Centennial, the pre-conference favorite, and North High. So for these 2 teams, it's going to get tougher. West High punting formation. Hobson calls for the fair catch.
Hobson calls for the fair catch. Ball will be spotted on the 27.
The punter for West High, Mike Mears. Nice punt there. About a 36-yarder, a fair catch by Hobson, no return. South High starts
We're gonna do that again. Come
on their own
Everybody up. Come on, Wes. Get up.
26-yard line, first and 10.
Let's go. Get up. Come on, Wes. Ready.
They're back in the I formation.
I need you up in the back. Come on. Ready. On 3, 1.
Burrell, the tailback.
3. We got spirit. Yes, we do.
Figures, the fullback. Burrell, nice run over the left side, over the left tackle, picked up a short gain on the play. Hernandez making a stop on the play for West High. 7-yard pickup, more than I thought. 2nd and 3. We're winding down here in the third quarter, 3:56 left. No score here by any team in the second half. It's been a defensive struggle. Again, Mayfield back to pass, hands off to Hobson. Hobson sprints out to the left, down the left sideline. Nice run. Following his blockers beautifully on that. Got a nice block by the fullback Figures to help spring him. He also got a nice block by Seth Langston. So again, South High dominating here in the second half with their running game. West High has not been able to get their offense untracked here in the second half. And this third quarter has been all South High. Neither team has made any mistakes here in the third quarter, no turnovers. West High grabbing for the football there. Short gain by Burrell.
Brown and Stevens making the stop.
Lee Brown, one player on the stop there.
Down 7.
3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Ball's on the 46-yard line in Viking territory. South High's ball.
46-yard line in West High territory for South. Hand off to Figures, straight up the middle. Nice run. Off left tackle, picks up the first down. Breaking tackles is Figures, the fullback. They brought him in the second half. In the I formation, he's given South High an extra blocker, and has really done a great job of mowing down those West High defenders. And South High's gone to a running formation here in the second half, more physical. And they've really been able to overpower West High. It's been very effective. Not only are they keeping the ball away from West, but they're using the clock. Now they're a single back set, 3 receivers lined up to the right. Mayfield hands off.
Terry Matthews with the ball.
Matthews off the left tackle. Again, picks up 10 yards, another first down. Again, great block by the South offensive line. Langston, Yost, Keeling, Dallin. All these players have been very effective tonight. Brandon.
Ball's on the 25-yard line.
25-yard line of West High, 1st and 10. Hand off to Burrell.
Burrell, the ball carrier.
Again, off the left side. They've been really working on that left side. Actually, it's the right side of the West High defense, but the left side of the South High offense. So they might be running to the left side because that's the power of the South offensive line. They're more effective running to that side, or they might have found a weakness on the right side of the West defense. Either way, they've been very effective running that way in the second half. Running to the right side of the West defense. Again, the option play by Mayfield. Toss the ball to Burrell, it looks like, but again, the West High defense smelled that play out.
And off to Matthews, brought down by Hatton.
Hatton was one player on the stop for West High. They were able to penetrate the backfield of South High and pulled Burrell to
Third down, still 7 yards to go.
No gain on the play. Also, Daniel Heck was also in on that play. 5'11", 215-pound junior for West High. High formation again with Figures in front of Burrell. Burrell running the ball, but again, the West High defense was able to penetrate again and make the stop. A lot of players in there for West High on that. Cody Ballard was one. Also number 24, Ricky Holm, 5'9", 150 junior. Was able to penetrate from his left corner position. That puts South 4th and 5 at the 20-yard line of West High. Again, South calls timeout to think about it here. This is an important play for South because right now it's 14-8, and a touchdown by West in a conversion would put them ahead 15-14. So South would like to get at least 3 points on the board, and that would make West score 2 touchdowns. Or actually, West would have to have 2 scores to beat them. But right now, if they can get 3, that would just be almost as good as a touchdown. So what South wants to do is get some points on the board, and if they could do that here, that would make West High have to come up with 2 scores. That could either be a touchdown, a field goal, or whatever. So right now it's still anybody's game, even though South has been dominating here in the third quarter. West is really stiffened when South approaches the red zone of West High. South's been able to talk it over with Coach Kevin Falk, head coach of South High. South moving left to right, north to south. Oh boy, handoff to Mayfield, and he fumbled the ball, lost it. We don't know who recovered it. It looks like, well, it doesn't really matter. It didn't matter who recovered it. They didn't make 5 yards on the play, so it was a fumble, and then West High just takes over on downs. Again, you call a timeout, you come back and you fumble the snap. That's the second time that's happened tonight between the center, Silver, and quarterback Mayfield. So again, that usually doesn't happen with an experienced quarterback there, and that's really hurt South High in opportune times. You know, last week against Arvin, they had the same problem where they had some mistakes at inopportune times that really led Arvin back in the game. And again tonight, they've been dominating this third quarter, but again, another mistake, the missed field goal by Hobson the last time they had the ball, and now the center snap fumble, and that's hurt him again. Oh, Mayfield took a 3-step drop, wanted to get the ball to Chris Jackson in the right flat. But he didn't even see the South linebacker, who was just lined up in the left flat. And South defensively makes a quick score there.
Option to attempt the point after.
Eric Williams, the outside linebacker that time, just dropped back into the flat like a linebacker does on a pass play, and anytime he threw it right at him, I think he tried to throw it over to Chris Jackson, but underthrew it and right to the arms of Eric Williams, the outside linebacker. He just galloped it right in. We had a nice 20-yard touchdown run defensively for South High.
You're clear.
And the point after is good.
Extra point was good for South. Now they stretched their lead to 21-8. 19 seconds left in the third quarter, 21-8. The visiting South High Rebels leading the West High School Vikings. Mateo, this third quarter has been all South High. You know, South High's been a strong second half team all year. You know, even last week when we did the game, Arvin led comfortably at halftime. South High came back in the second half, really put a lot of pressure on Arvin. Arvin was able to come back late in the fourth quarter to win. The week before, when South High played Foothill, they were trailing 21-7 at halftime. Came back and beat Foothill at Foothill 28-21. So South High's definitely been a second half team, and you never know why a team doesn't come out strong in the first half. But for some reason, they're confident in the third and fourth quarter, and they just have a habit of playing well in the second half, and that's important. Anytime you come on strong in a football game, it always bodes well for your team. Right now, they're in great shape, 21-8. It's going to take 2 touchdowns for West High to really get back in this game. And they are in trouble. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. They have done nothing offensively here in the second half. They've been stymied by the South defense. But more importantly than that, the South offense has controlled the clock, kept the ball on the ground, and used up a chunk of time here in the third quarter. Hobson kicks off, line drive kick. West High takes it at their own 6-yard line. And great job by the South special teams there.
And Okiki brings it out over the 20.
Sylvester Okiki for West High returned it. Short gain there.
3-7-2.
He's up to the 24-yard line in West High territory.
$119 worth. If you don't claim it, it goes to PA announcement.
West High moving right to left. They're moving from the south end of the stadium to the north end. And they're green and gold home colors. Last play of the third quarter, 21-8. South leads. Maytubby hands off. Short gain there by the West High Sumlin. Short gain by Sumlin, but a penalty flag on the play. Could have been a personal foul by someone there. Either the defense or the offense. Could be a dead ball foul. Against South. Personal foul against South. That's probably going to be a 15-yard penalty here, and put West in good field position here starting the fourth quarter when they'll change sides. In the fourth quarter, West will be going north to south, left to right. They'll be going against the wind a little bit. There's not too much of a breeze tonight. Maybe the wind's blowing 5 miles an hour. And in the fourth quarter, West will be going against the wind. This will be the last play of the third quarter. That might be important, that breeze, because we know in the fourth quarter, West is going to have to throw the football to get back in this game. Well, no time left in the third quarter, but there was 2 seconds left, and they didn't snap the ball. So I think they're going to run one play here, at the end of the third quarter. Probably still 2 seconds left. The timekeeper probably should have kept 2 seconds on the clock there. Pitch out, sweep to the left by Sumlin. Short gain, maybe 2 or 3 yards. Great defense by the South defense. They came up and really did a great job holding Sumlin to a few yards. That's the end of the third quarter. 21-8, South High leads. Okay, like I said, that's the end of the third quarter, 21-8, and we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter in just a few minutes.
The ravages of time. Just like paint, tape can oxidize. And oxygen is slowly eating away your most cherished family videos. A baby's first steps, first words, first birthday. These memories, once lost, can never be recovered. You can't stop time, but you can fight oxidation by duplicating your videos at Time Warner Productions. Our state-of-the-art repair and duplication services can help preserve your memories for future generations. Time Warner Productions, located at 3600 North Select Avenue in the Time Warner Cable Building.
Okay, here we're starting the fourth quarter. West High on second down made a pitch to Sumlin, made a short gain, and then on third down, Maytubby rolled out to his right and threw the ball down the right sideline. And again, South High had great coverage on it, was able to knock the ball out of bounds. So we're coming up to fourth down here. for West High, 4th and 5. South defense has really turned it on here in the second half. And they've been strong, putting pressure on Maytubby. He just has not had a lot of time to throw the football. And also the defensive backs are doing a great job of covering Chris Jackson and Glenn. And they made some adjustments on Josh Hatton, the tight end. So they've done a great job. And West has really been stymied. And he's not getting a lot of time to throw Maytubby. So, you know, he's not able to wait until these guys get open. He's having to throw that ball maybe a little bit before he wants to. And the corners of South have been very effective tonight. Burrell and Lomax, right and left corner. They've been single covering Chris Jackson and Glenn, and done a very fine job here in the second half. You know, when you have two good corners who can cover one-on-one, and you can put pressure on the quarterback, you can do a good job. That's the key, the pressure on the quarterback to make him throw before he wants to, and that's what South's been able to do tonight, especially in the second half. Well, it says 4th and 5, and West High was lined up like they were going to go for it. I'm not sure I understand what that's all about. South called a timeout. A little bit of a gamble there for West High to be going for it on their own 40-yard line. It looked like they were in a running formation too, but South wanted to call a timeout to talk it over. I think they were a little surprised that West was thinking about going for it. Well, in one sense, I guess you have to say that, you know, it's not that much of a gamble, trailing 21-8. Dennis Manning feels he needs to go for it here, maybe. I still think I wouldn't go for it here. I'd try to play for a break. I think if you're midfield, maybe, but not on your own 40-yard line, because you're putting South in a situation where one more score and that's it. And I think it's too much of a gamble with the start of the fourth quarter. But that's why these guys are head coaches and I'm not. Fourth and 5. West High going for it. Oh boy. Three-step drop. Nice pass to Chris Jackson. He'd been about an 8-yard down and out, and that was enough for a first down. But again, the South High defense was right there, and they were able to deflect the ball, or at least Austin Neese, number 1, was in on that play, and he was able to come up on that play and really break up the timing, so Jackson wasn't able to receive it. So South takes over on downs. They're at the 39-yard line of West. That might have been the last gasp for West High there, going for it there, because that really deflates your momentum and your emotion when you don't make something like that, and also hurts the defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the winning number again. The number is 372-646.
Short gain there for South High. 2nd and 7. Austin Neeson motion to the right. Hand off to Burrell. Oh, great run, but picked up a first down. About a 15, 16-yard pickup, but there are flags on the play. Could be holding on South or face mask on the defense. We'll have to wait and see. No face mask, I was right. On the defense, that's first down, automatic first down, but he picked up the first down anyway. Time Warner tonight, sponsored by the law firm of Chain Younger and Holiday Ford and Shafter. They make this show happen with their support, so tell them that. Tell them you're watching. 10:27 left in the fourth quarter, 21-8. South High. And South High's on the move again. I told you on that fourth down situation that West Winford didn't make it. I knew that would hurt him. Just a dive play up the middle for South. Using that big offensive line to overpower the West defense. Cody Ballard making the stop.
That's the ball carrier. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
2-yard gain there for South High. Single back set.
And we have a winner in the drive.
Matthews that time carried the ball and fumbled it. Hit hard by the West defense, coughed it up. They've been using Matthews a little bit more on this drive, and unfortunately in that situation, South could have put this game away. He fumbled inside the red zone, and West was able to recover it, first down at their own 10-yard line. So again, a break for West, an unfortunate mistake for South High, but South High has played well tonight. Unfortunately, they've had a couple turnovers that probably would have been even more of a lead than they have now at 21-8. So West has been very fortunate that South made a couple fumbles here in the second half, or this game could be worse. That fumbled center snap by Mayfield earlier in the third quarter, and now Matthews fumbling here deep inside the red zone of West High. Incomplete pass there. Second and 10. West is in a situation now, even though they're on their own 10-yard line, they really got to throw the football. They've got to gamble with only 9:32 left in the game. Really don't have much time to be cute here and run the football. High formation. Maytubby hands off, but no gain there. Sumlin handoff, short gain there. Nothing is working on the ground for West High tonight, especially here in the third quarter. Single back set for West, Sumlin in the backfield, three receivers flanked to the right. Maytubby ran into Sumlin there, and that really knocked the timing of the play. It was a sprint out by Maytubby, but apparently Sumlin went the wrong way, and they bumped into each other. That broke up the timing of the play, ruined the timing actually. And Maytubby just threw the ball, but the receivers were not in the right position there. And it was incomplete, ball's incomplete. 4th and 13 for West High at their own 8-yard line. They'll be punting here. Mike Mears, the punter, gets off a good punt there. Doesn't take much of a roll. About a 33-yard punt. Average punt for high school there. No return by the Rebels. The Rebels of South High. Well, they've had some great football teams over the years. One player, especially in the 70s, McGill, 1976. They challenged for the Valley Championship that year. They had a fine football team. They've had a lot of great players that have come out of this school. Brett McClanahan's another one that I can recall. Played in the late 60s, went on to play for Arizona State and the Minnesota Vikings. South High just running the football now. Yeah, they're just trying to run out the clock, basically, is all they're doing now. That was an off-tackle run. Short gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7. 8:22 left in the game. Hobson in the backfield. Single bat set for South High. 3 receivers to the left. 3 receivers split to the left. Mayfield back to pass. Hands the ball off to Hobson. It's a short loss there. That was actually a type of a draw, pass draw, trying to get the defense to commit themselves to the rush and then hand the ball off to Hobson. Delayed draw, they call that, but the West High defense pursued well, and a lot of players in on the tackle. One player, Lee Brown's, had a fine game tonight for West High as linebacker. He's the backup quarterback for West. Done a fine job tonight defensively for West High. West High's got a lot of juniors this year. They're going to be a fine representative next year. Mayfield back to pass, 3-step drop. Oh, what did I just say? Threw the ball, and Lee Brown, the linebacker, intercepted it. He had dropped back in the flat, That's what an outside linebacker does, and Mayfield threw the ball right at him. Probably didn't even see him. Tried to force the ball there into double coverage. Brown was able to intercept it on his own 35-yard line and was able to run the ball back to the 46-yard line. So he made about an 11-yard run there after the interception. West High has some light. Maybe you could say they have new life. 7:20 left in the football game. Only been one score here in the second half. And that was the defensive interception by Eric Williams, outside linebacker for South. Took it in from about 20 yards out. That's been the only score of the second half. A defensive struggle here. Official timeout. Apparently there's...
Please stop the lasers.
Some kind of commotion on the sidelines here.
You will be arrested if you do not stop the lasers, okay?
Some kind of commotion behind the West High bench. Officials had to stop the clock. Anyway, 1st and 10 for West.
It is illegal to have the lasers on school campus. Please stop.
Maytubby takes a 6-step drop and threw the ball to Herrera, number 81. He was open for a split second, but he dropped the ball. But again, you got to give South a lot of credit. They have really been aggressive defensively tonight.
People down in front, if you sit down so the people behind you can see. Thank you very much.
Come on, pump it up for those players out there. Pump it up, boy.
Pass complete to Chris Jackson by Maytubby to Jackson. That's been a good combination tonight. And that picks up a first down for the West High Vikings. They're on the move with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They're on the move. Single back set. Maytubby, Sumlin, the lone runner. That's a nice formation by West High. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And he threw a little 5-yard down and into Chris Jackson, number 84, lined up on the left-hand side, left side. Left split in. 2nd and 4. Maytubby play action. Down the left sideline to Jackson, but again, that was just a streak pattern down the left sideline, but again, single coverage. They've been single covering and doing a great job all night, the South corners. Whether it's Herrera going out for West or Glenn or even Jackson. The South corners and safeties have just done a marvelous job tonight. That there was coverage help from Sita. The free safety was helping out on that play for South High. Again, a delayed draw to Sumlin, but not much there. The West High defense, the South High defense smelled that out.
Hand off to Sumlin. Going to bring up 4th down, 5 yards to go.
Fourth and 4. West High has to go for a sprint out by the quarterback Maytubby, but again, great coverage by the South defense.
On down, and we'll take over.
Anthony Ball, number 12, was one of the South defenders on that play. Again, they've been just doing a great job of covering the receivers of Western in the second half. And Maytubby just hasn't had anybody really to throw to come open. He's having to force that ball. The South defense come up with the big plays. So South High takes over on downs. They have the ball at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff, straight dive play up the middle.
Burrell, the ball carrier. And supplying the defense. Picks up 4 yards. Second down, 6.
Burrell was a ball player on the last play there. Picked up a short yardage.
Let's go Vikings. Help me out. Let's go Vikings. Let's go Vikings.
High
Let's
formation
go
for South High.
Vikings. Come on, crowd.
Mayfield hands off to the star of the football game, Hobson. Runs to the left side. Kind of a sweep to the left. Picked up a short gain there. He likes to get to the outside. Now, Hobson's not very big. He's 5'4", 150 senior, but boy, he can turn on the jets when he gets to the outside. You don't always have to be big in this game, but if you have quickness, that is a great neutralizer. 5:12 left in the football game, 21-8. South High leading. South High moving right to left, moving towards the north end of the stadium in their powder blue uniform, road uniforms. Again, just a straight dive up the middle. These plays are just are used to use up the
Brown
clock.
and Herrera makes the stop on Matthews.
Matthew carrying the ball. Matthew just straight dive up the middle.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
4th and 1. Well, I think if I'm South High here, I might go for it here. If they can get a first down here, they can pretty much run this clock almost all the way down. So I think you're going to see a running play here. I don't think they're going to want to punt the ball. Their defense has done a fine job now, even if they don't make it. West out of the ball about midfield. So I think it's not that much of a gamble. Full house backfield.
You said go. Fight.
You got the first down, that's for sure.
You said go. Fight.
Burrell got the first down. He ran behind David Yost, the offensive lineman, 6'4", 275-pound senior. I don't think you can say enough about the South High offensive line tonight. I think it's very senior dominated, and they've been very effective tonight, really opening up holes for a bevy of runners. Burrell, Matthews, Hobson, Figures, and they've just done a great job tonight. Just dominating here in the second half. Again, Cody Ballard penetrated, but Burrell was able to run by him, eluded the first wave of tacklers, but was tackled by the second wave.
And Heck makes the final stop. Not a half-yard gain. Let's go on second down.
One player who's played very well for West tonight was David Stevens, 6'2", 210 junior. He was in on that stop. Another player who's had a fine game is Lee Brown. Can't say enough about him, that one interception he had in the last South High series. 2nd and 10 with 3:33 left in the football game, 21-8 South High. 3-step drop for Mayfield. Streak down the right side, but overthrown. Good coverage by the West High defense that time. Austin Neese down the right sideline, but
That'll bring us 3rd down and a long 9.
third down and 10. Sylvester Okiki was the left corner defending that play, did a fine job. Single bat set for South High, 3 receivers to the right. Mayfield going away. Oh, Mayfield going downfield, kind of a slant in pattern to Ben Sita. He was open for a second, but he wasn't able to outfight Sumlin and Sylvester Okiki for the ball. 2 West defenders back there were able to jar the ball loose from Sita. He almost had it. That would have been a first down inside West 20-yard line, but again, ball falls incomplete, and we have 4th and 10. And now South High will be kicking the ball. It's not 4th and 1 now, it's 4th and 10, so they're going to play the percentages here and punt the ball. Hobson back to punt. He's going to be punting at the 49-yard line of West High with only A little over 3 minutes left in the game.
We say go, you say up. Go, go, go.
West High puts good pressure on the punter. Sylvester Okiki was in. Cody Glazner, the return man for West High, received the football, tried to run to his left, but the pursuit of South High tackled him for really, didn't make any appreciable yards there on the punt return. They're at the 10-yard line, or their own 10-yard line, West High. Probably might be their last offensive series of the football game. They have been stymied here in the second half. And one thing that's hurt them, they have not had good field position. South's done a great job of really keeping West bogged down deep in their own territory. Again, scramble by Maytubby, put a lot of pressure on him. He just threw the ball down, kind of a desperation pass, and Josh Hatton, the tight end, almost came up with it. That would have been about a 40-yard completion, but it was all for naught. South High had a number of receivers down there. Sita, number 2 Lomax.
Brings up second down and 10 after the
West High in the I formation.
Go.
Herrera going motion to the right.
Go. Vikings go. G. Go.
Kind of a little lateral type pass. Just a short little pass to the right flat there to Glenn. And he picks up a few yards, fumbled the ball, but recovered his own fumble for a short gain. 3rd and 6 for West High. 2:30 left in the game. Maytubby back to pass. Throws the ball over the middle, incomplete. You can't say enough about the South High defense tonight. They have been all over the field. Put tremendous pressure on Maytubby here in the second half. Again, that was a 3-step drop by Maytubby, throwing the ball out to the flat. Attempted that pass to Herrera, but he wasn't even open. It was just a poorly thrown ball. And that brings up 4th and 6 for West High, and of course with 2:25 left in the football game, at their own 14-yard line, they're going to in punting formation. But you know what? They went for it last time, although they weren't this deep in their own territory. But it was a situation where this time they went for it on 4th down. It was more of a gamble because they were deeper into their own territory. So now South has a golden opportunity to score another touchdown here. I formation. Figures and Burrell in the backfield. Mayfield rolling to his right. And it's intercepted by Sylvester Okiki, the left cornerback. Did a great job. I think Mayfield that time probably, again, rushed that ball. You know, he had double coverage out there. There's no reason to force that ball. You're ahead 21-8. Just throw that ball away. I mean, you don't need to force that ball for a senior quarterback to do that. And that's, again, another turnover by South. That's his 3rd turnover in the second half. And that's kept West High in this game. No reason for that pass. That should have been thrown away. West High gets the ball back again. They've had a lot of chances in this game, but again, poor field position to start every drive has really stymied their offensive attack. Maytubby sprinting out to his right, being pressured again.
Pass intended for Hatton. Ball depending on the play.
Frank Martinez for South High, number 60, has done a fine job putting pressure on Maytubby here in the second half. South's done a fine job of single covering the wideouts with Lomax on one side and Burrell on the other. They've done a good job being able to have the speed to stay with these guys. Again, that was just a quick look in to Glenn, and again, Lomax in on the defensive coverage there. 3rd and 10, 2:05 left in the game, 21-8. The Rebels of South High. Lomax, a lateral. That was one of those trick plays. Right time he takes a 3-step drop and throws a pass over in the flat to DJ Herrera, one of the receivers, and he turns around, throws the ball downfield to Steve Glenn, but again, good coverage by the West High defense. They smelled that play out. Cita was one of the players back there for South High. Again, pressure on Maytubby. That time he did not get away.
Give me a D.
Rivera for South High. Maytubby tried to sprint out to his right, but he's been trying that sprint out play a lot to his right because he's a right-hander. That time Rivera smelled it out. You try one play too many times in the game, eventually the defense is going to smell it. That time he knew exactly what he was going to do, and Rivera came in there and sacked him for a big loss as he tried to sprint out to the right. They got the ball. They got sacked at his own 4-yard line. Now South takes over at the West 4-yard line, 1st and 10. They went for it on 4th down there. West High deep in their own territory, and Rivera came up with a big play to stop West on their own 4-yard line. Now South takes the ball 1st and 10 at the West 4-yard line, threatening to score again. 1:52 left in the game. This game is all she wrote. It's South High. They come up with a victory here in their first game in the Southwest Yosemite League. They're going to be 1-0, and West is going to be 0-1. Hand off to Figures up the middle. Good defense by West High. They had Matthews in motion to the left, try to move the defense to the right, and then try to run Figures right up the middle, but the West High defense smelled that out. Did not work. Number 44, Mike Garcia for West High did a good job. 1:41 left in the football game. It appears that we have a timeout here.
Hey, I just want to say, I love my seniors.
I'll tell you, you can't say enough about that halftime show that West High put on. They did a great job at halftime here. Unfortunately for them, everything was well at halftime. The halftime show was beautiful. The first half was fine, but the second half was all South High. So kind of a disappointing homecoming for West High. But there'll be other days. The better football team's winning tonight. Rebels a little bigger in the line, a little more physical, a little more experienced on the offensive line, have a better running game. And that was the difference here in the second half. The running game of South was just a little too dominant for West. And West was not able to get their passing game going. I don't think South really cares if they score here or not. I think they're just running up the middle, and they're not really trying to do too much here. West called timeout. It's the second timeout they've called on this series for South. South just trying to use the clock and also force West High to call the remaining timeouts here. If you'd like a duplication of this game or any other local programming, Time Warner produces. Call us at 322-1941, 322-1941. Time Warner Cable presents the high school football game of the week on CNNSI, channel 52 exclusively from Time Warner Cable, Bakersfield's local cable company. 3rd and 7. For the Rebels, just outside the 5-yard line of West High. Pitch to the left. Matthews, the ball carrier. Again, nice defense by West High. A lot of players there on that stop. Mike Mears, one player who helped out on that stop. Josh Hartkamp, another player for West, had a fine game tonight, playing interior defensively. Did a good job in this game and on that play. Again, South went for it there, and it's kind of a mix-up on that play. Hobson got the ball, sprinted to his left, and thrown for a loss. Lee Brown, one of the players for West, in on the stop. Threw Hobson for a loss, one of the very few times tonight that Hobson's been thrown for any losses. I'd say he gets my vote for player of the game. He's done a fine job, especially in the first half. Second half, South High went to more of a power game and just controlled the clock. West High was not able to run the football in the second half, and the pressure on the quarterback made them, they weren't able to throw the ball effectively either. 1st and 10 for West with 49 seconds left at their own 10-yard line. Maytubby back to pass, short drop. Nice pass out to the left flat. Short gain to DJ Herrera, number 81 for the West High Vikings. West High in their hurry-up offense, or you could call it no huddle offense. Of course, with 40-something seconds left, I don't think it really matters.
Ball's on the 23.
Nice pass by Maytubby to Glenn.
48-yard line, and he steps out on the 45 in South High territory.
30-yard pass completion, but Glenn stepped out of bounds. So Maytubby to Glenn, fine outside receiver. 1st and 10 for West High on the 45-yard line of South High. The only score in the second half was the 20-yard interception return by Eric Williams to South High to make the score 21-8. Herrera in motion to the left. Maytubby back to pass. Through the pass to Herrera, complete. Another first down. About a 21-yard pickup. So now the South High defense is playing a little bit looser, and the man in motion for West High has kind of been a little bit more effective here in the fourth quarter. Maytubby able to complete 2 in a row to get the ball down into South territory to 25-yard line, 25-yard line, excuse me. That was a slant pattern. Sylvester Okiki incomplete. Joey Mayfield, 1-yard run tonight, bootleg 1-yard run, first score for South High tonight. Then a pass from Maytubby to Chris Jackson. And then Cody Ballard ran in for the 2-point conversion to put West High at 8-7. Then the 20-yard run by Hobson of South, and the extra point to put them ahead 14-8 at halftime. And then in the third quarter, the only scoring was the interception by Eric Williams, the left outside linebacker for South, and that's been all the scoring in this game. That's the wrap-up on the score. 12 seconds left to be the last play of the game, maybe 2 plays. Penalty against West High.
Has a few hot dogs down there to get them for $1 a piece right now. You don't have to stand in line at Taco Bell if you get a hot dog over here. Holding against West. Again, grab a dog on your way home. $1.
Next week, South is at East. That should be a very good game. Incompleted pass.
Pass intended for Okiki.
Okiki, Sylvester Okiki. Maytubby Okiki down the left sideline, incomplete. And for West next week, it's going to be tough because West will go into the game next week at Stockdale, 0-1. And Stockdale's one of the pre-conference favorites here in the Southwest Assembly League. That game's at the new football stadium at Stockdale High. I'd love to do a game there sometime this year, but you never know. Maytubby sprinting out to his left. Threw that ball nowhere. Glenn was out there. Sylvester Okiki was out there. Herrera was out there. And that ball was just overthrown. South High had dropped back in a deep zone, and they had that very well covered. Ceta was out there. Anthony Bell was out there. Anthony Ball, excuse me, for South High defensive backs. Did a good job of covering. Last play of the game, Maytubby back to pass, and that was overthrown, and Lomax knocks the ball down for the South defense. And that's it. South High dominates the second half, wins the opener of the Southwest Assembly League 21-8 here, homecoming on the West High School football field. We'll be right back with our post-game show.
The ravages of time. Just like paint, tape can oxidize, and oxygen is slowly eating away your most cherished family videos. A baby's first steps, first words, first birthday. These memories, once lost, can never be recovered. You can't stop time, but you can fight oxidation by duplicating your videos at Time Warner Productions. Our state-of-the-art repair and duplication services can help preserve your memories for future generations. Time Warner Productions, located at 3600 North Select Avenue in the Time Warner Cable Building. Holiday Ford Lincoln Mercury is clearing out the 98s. Now we have $1,000 cash back, plus 0.9% financing on Escorts, Contours, Mystiques, Tracers, and Rangers. Now that's real savings. How about a red carpet lease on a new 98 Explorer? Come in and buy one, and the first payment up to $500 is on us. Don't make a wrong turn. Make the turn for Lerdo Highway in Shafter. We're easy to get to from both the 5 and 99 freeways. Say habla español.
Come to Holiday!
Over the last 60 years, Chan Younger has helped thousands of accident victims. Oil field work is some of the most dangerous work around. Many people are seriously injured or killed as a result of faulty equipment and poor safety training. We didn't want this to continue, so we fought until changes in oil field safety were made. Accidents still happen, and when they do, we'll be there for you.
Hi, this is Dennis Heffernan on the Time Warner Cable post-game show. I'm here with Coach Falk of the South High Rebels. Coach, what was the key to the game tonight, in your opinion, as far as coming out with a victory?
Well, the kids just played hard. They came out, they wanted to win. We knew it would be a tough game, but kids played hard.
You know, after last week's game, the emotional loss to Arvin, was there any adjustments you made in the psyche of your team this week, or any adjustments offensively or defensively playing Arvin as opposed to West High, because both teams had excellent running backs?
Well, no, we just ran the same things we run every day. You know, we ran the same things we ran against Arvin. We didn't try anything different. You know, we just told our kids to play hard.
And of course, it's big to get your first victory in the Southwest Yosemite League. It's a very competitive league, and of course, if you lose that first game, it really puts you behind the eight ball. So I'm sure you're happy with the victory tonight. You know how important it is.
Oh yeah, we told our kids before we went in, everybody was 0-0. And right, if you want to win the championship, you got to win every game.
Right, I thought Mayfield played very well tonight, and also the running game seemed to be very effective, especially in the second half. Your team is such a second half team. Any reason why they come out so strong in the second half?
Oh, they're in pretty good shape. We run them really hard. I'm a little disappointed we couldn't score on a couple of drives. We couldn't put it in, but we'll work on that.
Well, congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
And this is Dennis Heffernan on the postgame show, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.